7:30 a.m. June 2nd. So these terrorists have all of these tactics. They have these intention manufacturing tactics. They basically have all these different psychological tactics, like intentions manufacturing. They pretend like people do things for reasons they're not really doing them for. For instance, like I write to law enforcement, and I write to law enforcement about terrorism and these people holding me hostage. Then these fucking retards actually lie to law enforcement and endanger the globe and say he's not writing to law enforcement because he's really reporting terrorists. He's writing to law enforcement because it's part of some game. It's not a game. I'm writing to law enforcement because these guys are terrorists and involved in organized crime. But then they pretend it's a game. Yeah, it's not a game, and I write to law enforcement because these guys are terrorists. So they do these weird intentions manufacturing tactics and use their novel tech and be like, I saw it in his mind or blah blah blah, and they just lie to retarded people. Don't fall for it. But they have all these psychological tactics. They use this intentions manufacturing. They have all sorts of little tactics that they use. Like right now, they're doing a psychological tactic while I'm trying to communicate. They're shocking my brain using their witness tampering tech. So then their psychological tactic is, oh, look, he's got impaired memory, blah blah blah, he has psychosis or something. When it's really unnatural and it's really just situational and typically when I'm on YouTube when I'm trying to deliver key information. So it's not organic. It's not like I have some sort of a neurological condition where it's constant and it's progressive. They're just doing it situationally while I'm trying to communicate, especially on YouTube is when they keep doing it. So they just started using their witness tampering tech. But they're using a lot of these psychological tactics for manipulating people. And that's a big piece of this. And so right now they're shocking me and using their witness tampering tech to impair communication, which is also evidence of 24/7 stalking, evidence of witness tampering, and evidence of repeated assault, and threats and intimidation. I'm not sure why they're not in prison, but yeah, it's situational, especially while I'm in the middle of a video. So that should tell you something. But yeah, right now they're going out of their way to assault me repeatedly right now, as usual. Key suspects are in my DOJ letter. And they basically are using all sorts of psychological tactics to basically discredit people and misdirect people and redirect them and chase and send them down the wrong path. And they also use it for trying to basically disguise, like make people's information they're writing look like it's related to some game or related to something other than what it is. It's related to terrorism. It's related to RICO. It's related to economic espionage, IP theft, data theft. It's not related to any game. It's not related to any bets. It's not related to any movies. And that's some of their little psychological tactics they're using, and they're taking advantage of fucking morons with it. And these people should have been in prison a long time ago. I mean, they're literally stalking me 24/7, performing witness tampering daily. Key suspects are in my DOJ letters. So if they disappeared, they're probably in these supposed underground labs, or they're at home and they're using this tech from their computer, and they sit there stalking me and monitoring me and using different what they call implantable devices to impair my brain. Yeah, it's outright a threat to mankind. Think about, like I said, I'm a guy, investigating terrorism and going through large amounts of data, and these terrorists stalking him while he's doing it and impairing memory or reason or logic or processing, or just using devices on a region of the brain that has a larger control over the brain and larger influence, and just outright impairing them fully to where they can't even read or process. They can do that. So ponder these things. This tech is dangerous. It's not fascinating. It's a threat to mankind. It is not something you should be financing. You'd be financing, anyone financing this tech, this implantable tech, you're financing things that threaten mankind and threaten humanity. And the tech is in the hands of evildoers and people who have no ethics. The tech is in the hands of people who are highly, highly irresponsible. So financing this tech and financing these people, you'd be endangering mankind, as they have no respect for human life. They're the most irresponsible people in the world. They use the tech for crime. They use the tech for abuse. They use the tech for theft. They use the tech for everything that's wrong with the world today. So when are we going to get these guys behind bars, and when are they going to prison? And the people letting these people steal money to finance research involving this tech. And when are they going to get these people involved in this RICO behind bars? These people involved in this tech behind bars? Because like I said, people making witness tampering tech. clearly involved with something illegal. It's almost like an indirect admission of guilt. How often does someone need to perform witness tampering? And how often does someone need to perform large-scale witness tampering? Typically, people who need to do large-scale witness tampering probably did some highly illegal shit to a large population of people. Yeah, I mean, ponder. If he made one or two devices or a few devices, granted, witness tampering is illegal, but if they had to do it for some political reason, like some CIA reason for like another country or something, maybe. But these guys are supposedly making large amounts of these devices, large scale, and creating manufacturing facilities and making these devices on a large scale. When would someone need to perform large scale witness tampering on a large population of people? Ponder that. Like I said, the amounts of these devices they're making is essential. How much material they're ordering is essential, and that can help reveal agendas.